has been kept has been home to one of the oldest intelligent civilizations of the world. And once again, from this same land, we are aiming to step up and shape the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan's history is a story of resolve. Now, this is the new turning point where the world is witnessing a rapid change in the shape of emerging technologies. And once again, we, the people of this land, the people of Pakistan, the people of the Indus Valley civilization are ready to embrace this change. Our goal is clear. We aim to shape AI in a way that it aligns with our priorities, that it reflects our values and our aspirations. Under the determined leadership of Honorable Prime Minister of Pakistan, whose foresight came much before the noise and hype around technology, Pakistan has been digitizing its public service delivery. Back in 2009, since his time as Chief Minister of Punjab, Punjab saw co-working spaces, e-facilitation centers, e-Rozgar centers, e-libraries across the province, which is the most populous province of the country. For the first time, when there was no global hype still around technology and digitization of services, Punjab had single windows, Punjab had e-facilitation centers across the remotest of areas for the ease of its citizens. And over the last 2 years, during his premiership, Pakistan has once again seen a foundational shift. Last year was our year of strategizing, which culminated with the launch of our first national AI policy in September 2025, where we laid out our ambitions and our plans. This year is a year about turning those plans into impactful and sustainable action. And today, the launch of Indus AI Week marks the beginning of it all. Over the next 1 week, you will see collaborations between universities, global tech firms, governments, demonstration of AI capabilities from our government and defense sectors, from our private sector, the startup ecosystem, and various policy dialogues that move beyond theory and towards action. You've seen a dolphin floating around. That dolphin is Indus Dolphin. That dolphin is depicted in the illustration and in the respect of the Indus River, which hosts it. It embodies the spirit of the Indus Valley civilization and also Pakistan's emergence as a hub of intelligent innovation. What you see here today all around you is enabled by the people of Pakistan. It is backed by the Digital Nation Pakistan Act, which has rolled out our roadmap for national digitization. Through the Act, we have the National Digital Commission today, headed by the Honorable Prime Minister himself, and represented by the Chief Ministers, Cabinet members, regulatory body heads, followed by Pakistan Digital Authority, which is going to be making the master plan for Pakistan's national digitization and also our sectoral plans for digital transformation. And overall, the Act provides a clear governance framework around data, around cybersecurity, AI, emerging technologies, blockchain. It mandates interoperability across public sector systems through establishment of data exchange layers, promotes open standards such as Open Data Portal, ensures citizen services delivery through digitization. For example, we just launched the Pakistan Asan Khidmat, a personal initiative of Honorable Prime Minister in partnership with our friends from Azerbaijan. Under the National AI Policy, we have already achieved significant milestones thanks to the Honorable Minister and his cabinet and his whole of government approach, where with SIFC being there and the apex body being led by the Honorable Prime Minister and the Field Marshal himself, we were able to really push through the usual challenges that come in the way of development. So over the last 1 year, we've already mandated AI education. We're creating AI training programs such as Code for AI to train our 750,000 plus strong IT workforce. We're empowering our masses through DigiSkills program and foundational AI capabilities. We're unlocking the economic potential through Prime Minister-led initiatives like tax collection through AI-enabled track and trace systems, faceless customs operations, ensuring transparency and efficiency. And finally, to accelerate AI adoption, we are establishing the National AI Fund. Honorable Prime Minister will make the announcements around it, but the idea is to really promote private sector to take the lead in this transformation, with an absolute commitment to inclusivity, open source, and ethical AI. Yet, alongside these achievements, we understand that no country can walk alone. Pakistan invites all of you, global technology companies, research institutions, venture capitalists, multilateral partners, governments, to engage with us in structured and sustained strategic dialogues. Before I conclude, I would like to wish my deepest gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister of Pakistan for his leadership, his unwavering commitment to digital transformation, his vision for a digitally empowered Pakistan, which has always provided us direction and the momentum at every single stage. I would also extend sincere thanks to our Field Marshal for his steadfast support in strengthening the technological backbone of national security, ensuring that our digital ambitions are aligned with our strategic interests. Let Indus AI Week be remembered as the moment when Pakistan decided not to watch from the future unfold, but actually to build it. Thank you, all of you, for being here today. Welcome to Pakistan once again. Pakistan, Hamesha Zindabad.
Today, Pakistan stands at an inflection point. History reminds us that the trajectory of innovation never happened smoothly. Every great technological leap begins with challenges, resistance, and disruption before it reshapes the world entirely. Over the last few decades, the world has witnessed 4 transformational waves. The first was the age of mainframes, vast machines housed in controlled rooms, accessible only to institutions. The second wave brought computing to people, placing computers in offices and in homes. The third wave connected the world via the internet, and screens became gateways without borders. The fourth wave put a supercomputer in every pocket, connecting billions through smartphones, apps, and social media. Today, we stand at the threshold of the fifth wave. A wave created not just by technology, but by human intelligence itself. Artificial intelligence. This wave will not just disrupt how information is processed. It will transform how societies think, decide, govern, learn, heal, and grow. For Pakistan, this moment is not about chasing the latest trends. It is about remembering who we have always been. It is about revolutionizing how the original code is used. 5,000 years ago, along the banks of the Indus, this land produced the world's first planned cities. Built on standardization, precision, systems, and logic. What some now call innovation was once recorded as civilization. Indus AI Week is rooted in our land's legacy and grounded in our reality. Over the next 1 week, we invite you to look closely at what is unfolding, to recognize how rapidly the world is changing, and how deliberately we must shape that change. To explore not just what the future holds, but how Pakistan will build it. Together, we will define this next era. Together, we will architect intelligence that reflects our values, our needs, and our vision. Welcome to the fifth wave. Welcome to Pakistan's Indus AI Week.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw captures the ambition behind this moment, how policy builds infrastructure, and how talent leads to transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, now to present the Islamabad Artificial Intelligence Declaration, the Federal Minister, IT and Telecom, Mohtarma Shaza Fatma Khaja, to kindly come up and pronounce the AI Declaration.
Hello once again. So last night, we had a very detailed deliberation and a roundtable with over 40 global tech leaders coming from across the world, and we are very grateful to everyone who made the effort to be here in Pakistan. If I can have Sim Sakut on the stage with me, please. He's the ex-CIO of Estonia.
Honorable Prime Minister, dear Minister, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, it's a privilege for all of us who've come from afar to be here and enjoy the warm hospitality. Today, going digital throughout the country is a necessity to really deliver for the people, to be competitive and so forth. And for that matter, today, if you're going digital, embracing AI fully within that program and making it really part of how the economy runs, the government runs, the society runs, is essential. Prime Minister, under your leadership, a lot of foundations have been laid with the Pakistan Digital Nation Act, with the Pakistan Digital Authority in place. This is a good base to build on. The second good enabler is partnerships. It's amazing to see this event here is a collaboration also between public and private sector, as well as all of us who come from abroad. I think having such world-class guests here, many of whom you see on the stage, it shows really the great extent to which you can rely on in terms of making now Digital Nation in Pakistan a reality, as well as making the whole AI ambition a reality. There's lots of work to be done. There's still lots of details to be figured out, many things you can copy, but most importantly, all of us here are happy to help. Good luck to you making Digital Nation happen in Pakistan. Thank you.
Thank you, Sim, for those kind words. I'd like to acknowledge the role of Pakistan Digital Authority, my team from the Ministry of IT, Pakistan Software Export Board, USF, the teams that have been working day and night to make it happen. Very quickly, sir, with your permission, I would like to just briefly outline the 8 pivotal points that we've come up with. Today, through the adoption of Islamabad Declaration, we affirm that sovereign, inclusive, and outcome-driven approach to artificial intelligence is essential, and that this approach is led by the private sector and enabled by the government, with the objective of advancing what our core verticals are: digital society, digital economy, and digital governance. It is anchored in public value and, most importantly, public trust. We want to ensure that we have strong institutions, responsible safeguards, disciplined execution, while ensuring that innovation and entrepreneurship thrives. I'm going to just read out the 8 core pillars of the Islamabad Declaration, which are sovereign purpose and measurable public value, human accountability under constitutional authority, use case first pragmatic delivery, sovereign data privacy and trust, explainable, auditable, and safe AI, whole of government approach to AI governance, inclusive and responsible innovation, and private sector-led sovereign and open AI ecosystems. The purpose was, under the direction of Honorable Prime Minister, some of his first directives, to lay out Pakistan's stance to the world on artificial intelligence, and approved by the Honorable Prime Minister, deliberated by stakeholders locally and internationally. We formally commit to these principles, and we want to ensure